So Phoenix is, I was lucky enough to do that song with Chet McCracken from the Doobie Brothers. And that song, basically, I wrote it when I first came to LA. And I worked on that song initially with my first producer, Sean Gordon. And then went ahead and re-recorded it with Robert Duran. And at that time, we went ahead and put Chet McCracken on it for the drums and re-released it. And I think it's a great song. I love working with Chet. He's a great guy. So it was really fun to work on that song.
Cool. All right. Nice. All right. So we know you got to take off here soon because you got to get up early in the morning to go back in the studio and record. So this is your chance to ask us, me and Spider, any questions on the spot. We're the hot seats time.
Okay, hot seat time. So what are your guys' juicy industry stories?
Shells, you want to take it first?
My juicy story. I don't even know where to start with this juicy stories. I mean, give me an idea where you want me to go with it.
All right. So, what is your juiciest industry story that you have?
Industries. Well, I have so many of them. I just don't know which one to pick. Okay, so I guess so far my juicy story is that I am a model. Got into modeling about 2 years ago. One of my friends who is also a sponsor of the show, Marjorie, she needed a model really quickly. Never modeled in my entire life. Had no clue what I was doing. Not once. And she needed someone to model her clothing. And it was a very sexy clothing too, with an open back and everything like that. And so I modeled that one, went on a runway, and I had no clue what I was doing. I remember how the models did it on the runway, so I kind of like tap into their runway kind of walk, and I had a lot of fun. And the reaction on how people saw me modeling and opened up my back, how sexy it was the most precious thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, ooh, I like this attention. And so I did it the following year. She needed a model again, so I modeled it again. And this time, after I did this, I was actually presented from a photographer. Say, hey, do you model professionally? No, I don't model. I just do this. He goes, you have a very beautiful body, beautiful skin, and if I'll shoot you any way you want to, whatever you're comfortable with. And I was just like, cool, making sure he was legit. Of course, I talked to some friends on Facebook. They were like, no, don't do that. La, 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 la. I've now been doing it for about 2 years professionally. I now have a Facebook page called Shells. What's it called? Shells is the model. And I've been doing it called Shells the model. And I've been doing it and I'm having a blast. And I never knew how much free it feels to actually do something that people tell you not to do.
Good for you, girl.
Thank you very much. So that is my juicy story that's actually kind of cool. So a lot of people told me you shouldn't have done it. And yes, I do some semi and full nude ones too because it's very, very, it's overpowering. I guess I can call that. So yes, there is some stuff on there that you just got to hunt and pick and find it if you do find them and just keep them to yourself. Do not steal those photos. They are watermarked. But yes, I do all kinds of photos from horror. My horror ones are my favorite. I love dressing as a zombie sometimes. I'm taking the season off. No zombies worked this year. I have a lot of horror ones, like some gooky monster looking ones. those are my favorite ones. I also have some that actually have latex. I'm wearing some latex on there. So, which I hate latex, by the way, but I'll do it anyway. But yeah, I do all sorts of different kind of modeling. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm all into it. Just next year, I'll do zombies again. Just right now, no zombies. I'm taking a zombie break. So, there you go.
Cool.
All right, Spider, your turn.
All right.
Well, as far as that kind of stuff goes, I used to play in a death metal band, of course. I mention that every so often. And
Every single show.
It's fun stuff. We of course were from Pennsylvania, and the Pennsylvania, Ohio area where Mushroom Head became famous. And so we played a few shows with Mushroom Head, and one of the most memorable shows was at a place in Geneva on the Lake, Ohio, which is a little kind of boardwalk area. Really kind of interesting place. You got a lot of little like storefront restaurants, things like that. And there's a place that people play at called The Cove. And one of the shows that we had was opening for Mushroom Head at a amateur wrestling gig where they had an amateur pro wrestling ring in the back parking lot with Jake the Snake Roberts, for anybody who knows anything about old classic 90s wrestlers.
Jake the Snake, man. Wow, Jake the Snake.
It was just a really surreal kind of moment to be a local death metal band with a whole bunch of other big bands like that playing with Mushroom Head for Jake the Snake Roberts. So
Nice.
that's about probably the best story that I've got as far as that kind of stuff goes, and it's kind of one of my favorites.
Cool. Okay. Oh gosh. This is good. I was unprepared for this. So my next question for you guys is, all right. So, what are your future goals in the entertainment industry?
Well, I would like to have this podcast to be well known. I would like to be on iHeartRadio here soon. That's what we're working on right now. And I would love, oh my God, I would like die if Rolling Stone magazines heard this show and when we get to be on the front cover. Oh, that would be so much better than Playboy. Yes, that was my goal. And be also well known that we are on 5 days a week doing this show and get paid for it. Ooh. So that'd be awesome. Just do this 24/7 and not have to work at itty bitty jobs. So that's my goal. And then turn this into more of a radio station, because that would be kind of cool having more radio personalities come on here and do other kind of shows besides the talk show. So that way we don't have to play autoplay if we don't want to play autoplay. So that and
Cool.
Yep. So I got more things I want to do. I want to do a festival, bring musicians here, show off Tacoma. I would like to also see what else. I like to go on a tour. Maybe not happen this coming year, but the year after. I want to go on a small little tour and just show off everything that we have accomplished and stuff. Because this is actually really fun. I'm actually enjoying the roller coaster ride, even though I'm totally exhausted. But it's a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that this little project I started is going to go far. Rolling Stone magazine. Cool,
and Spider?
Well, as for myself, being kind of into the electronic thing as I am, I would aspire one day, if not for an entire tour, to open for 9 Inch Nails.
Yes.
It would be probably one of my biggest dreams ever.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
It'd be awesome.
Cool.
I've seen them so many times, and it's always such an inspiring show that just being on stage prior to them at any point, I think, would be the highlight of my musical and life career.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
You're welcome. All right, so do you really have to go?
I really do have to go. I have quite an early morning.
All right.
But
All right.
I want to thank you so much for having me on your show. I appreciated it, and I
You're
had a
very
great
welcome.
time.
I did too. I had a great time. You are welcome back anytime you want.
Most definitely.
All you have to do is, doesn't matter who's on, just call in or be part of the chat room, and you can be part of the show anytime you want to. We have a lot of musicians who come back on this show and come back, even though we got other guests on too. So, yeah, you're welcome back anytime you want.
All right. Well, I might take you up on that.
Right on. I'll hear from you soon.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and I'm going to play your song Blue right now.
Awesome.
All right, guys. We'll be right back with more. Don't go away. Let's talk about the music.
Dreams come to me in the darkness of the night, of a love of the truth coming at me, and blue when I wake I cry, for I have lost sight of the love, of a promise, of a being who was true. Loneliness pulls the hands of time to a sudden hold. Slowly I move through time, scared and alone. The lost has broken me. Was it my fault? For in my heart, in you I found a home. It is a dream, a fantasy for me to be with you. A wish, a hope, a prayer to come true. When I dream, a bass grabs my heart. It is you, my dreams, my happiness lay in your eyes.
Loneliness crosses in my mind. I can't stop thinking of what I left behind. My heart only to you, my mind, let it go now and leave it behind.
I'm lost in a world of people so untrue. My innocence with you, a child remains to follow my heart. I would only be with you. Instead, my heart lays bound by